out that nobody apparently has. I talked to Caesar, I talked to a few other places, I Googled it, nobody has it, they can't find it. But first, let me show you guys these DTFs that I'm printing. Let me switch over to the cell phone cam so you guys can see what I'm doing over here. All right, so right here, you see what I'm doing, see what I got going on. Right here, got these DTFs printing. Let me pick up the hood so you guys can see. If you guys want some DTF transfers, order now, AlanAWade.com, AlanAWade.com. This is for a car wash company right here. And this is an order for Mr. Lamont Kitchen. Your order's going out tomorrow morning, Monday morning. So if you're in the market for some DTFs, order now, AlanAWade.com. Printing right now. I'm going to print 40s actually. So after this is done, I'm going to put another one to print. And you guys can see my Racoma Revel 2402T printing DTFs on a Sunday. And I'm about to be done because I have to go and watch the Eagles game. You see my slippers in the background there? Yeah, but all right, I'll be right back over there in a second, guys. Let me just put another one of these to print, and then I'll come back to the live stream and show you guys what we got going on. See all the different things that I got on my wall right there that I digitized. I mean, not that I embroidered. All right, let me load that back up. Boom, boom. Print right there. Okay, cool. All right. You see my ventilation system that I have for my ventilation system. I'm gonna change that over to PVC soon. It's gonna be PVC coming from right here all the way over there with a draining tube about maybe right there before that fan right there, and then I'm gonna put some more PVC and run it out the window. But I'm gonna be changing that very, very soon. And then it's gonna be this same stuff right here going into the dryer. But yeah, all right. So, all right, guys. So I had a client, right? Make sure I'm live on YouTube. I had a client, right? And the client contacted me, and they came by and they wanted to get some vinyl cut. They were getting a cut from this guy that they buy the vinyl from in Philadelphia, in a certain area called North Philadelphia, in Philadelphia. And cutting vinyl is not a service that I order. Cutting vinyl is not a service that I offer. But he asked me to do it, and guess what? I wasn't going to say no, so I took the job. And before I took the job, though, I was on the phone with him, and he was telling me that he got this stuff called brick puff. And I told him there was no such thing as brick puff. There's either puff or there's brick. And he was kind of trying to explain it to me, what it was and what it felt like. And I was teeter-totter. I'm like, no, it's puff. No, it's brick. No, it's puff. No, it's brick. What's going on, Miss Kenda D? How are you? How are you? Thank you so much for joining. What's going on? I'm going to start with the vinyl. Astra, thank you so much for joining in. But he bought some over, and when I felt the material, it wasn't brick and it wasn't puff. So my wheels are turning right now. I'm like, what is this stuff, right? And he had some pressed on his sweatshirt, his t-shirt rather, and I touched it. I'm like, well, it's puffy. It's a little bit puffier than puff, but it's kind of like thick, and it feels like brick HTV, but it's not as rubbery. It was somewhere in the middle of both. So my mind was kind of blown. Caesar, and I asked him if they sell this stuff. And Patrick's like, no, we don't have that. So I'm like, how is it that this guy that is not in the industry, he's just a guy that gets custom stuff, just puts together custom stuff and goes out to different places and sells them on the street or whatever in different venues. How is it that he knows about this stuff and we don't? I don't have it. I Google it, nobody has it. It doesn't sell. So today he came up, I cut out, for those of you guys follow me on Instagram and follow me in my stories here, you guys see how much vinyl I cut over the weekend. So I cut about maybe like close to 50 pieces of vinyl, of brick puff for him between yesterday and this morning. And had to find the right cut settings for it and everything. changed the blade on my Caesar Romeo. Cut beautifully after I changed the blade and found the settings. And he came and picked it up just now. He just left a little while ago. He took it and went to his event. I think he's gonna press on the spot or something like that. But he told me that the guy that he bought it from is a Korean guy in North Philadelphia, here in Philadelphia, and the guy said he makes it. So I said, okay, well, that'll make sense. But I still think that's cap, because if you make this stuff called brick puff and you just have some store in North Philadelphia and you make this stuff, I think you'd be like way bigger than you are, and you'd have a storefront online if you exclusively make it. So I think he told him that just to like, just because, you know, who's gonna research? You're not in the industry, whatever. But I'm gonna research. So I went on Alibaba and I found some stuff that looks like it might be it. It's called Super Puff. I found some stuff that looks like it, but I'm not sure. The thing is, I'm not sure if it's the same stuff. So I'm gonna have to order some and test it to see if it feels like the same stuff. But if it is, I have some at home. I'm gonna make a video either later on today or tomorrow. I'll make a video and I'll show you guys some. I'll press it and I'll try to get some close-ups for you so you guys can see if you can recognize the stuff, or if you found the stuff, or if you have a place in your town that has the stuff. But it's not puff, it's not brick, it's like somewhere in the middle. But it's really, really cool stuff. And my hopes is, I'm hoping that it's more durable than puff, because those of you guys that use puff know that puff, after about 2 or 3 washes, puff pretty much comes off. Brick, on the other hand, brick, you can wash brick a million times. Brick is not coming off the garment. It's not disintegrating like puff does. And it's not ungluing from your garment or anything like that. Puff doesn't unglue from your garment either, but puff starts to disintegrate. But if this stuff is what I think it is, and it'll keep your puff kind of like screen print puff, that's the only puff that I know that like has the longest durability. So if it's like screen print puff, it's going to be very, very interesting. So I have some at home from the scraps that I made for this guy. I kept a lot of the scraps, so I'm gonna press them on the shirts. There's some letters and stuff like that. I'm gonna piece them together, make something pretty cool. I'm gonna press them on the shirts. I'm gonna do a couple wash tests, but I'll show you guys exactly what it is, and so you guys can hunt around and tell me what you found, and we can share it with each other. But I'm thinking, like, if nobody else sells it, nobody else has it, if I could find it, I'll put it on my website and I'll start selling it. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think. Have you guys ever heard of brick puff HTV? Let me know in the comments if you ever heard of it. If not, then I mean, that's something valid that I should probably try to offer. Let me know what you guys think. Astra says, to test the market and see if making clothes is for me. Yeah, well, you definitely got to see if it's for you, because it's definitely not for everybody. I'm not gonna lie, it's not for everybody. So yeah, definitely test the market and see. All right, so guys, that's all I got for you today. I'm gonna get out of here. My stuff is finished. I don't want to leave it under the dryer for too long. Let me see if I can show you guys one more time. Reload. Okay, here we go. We're reloaded, but the input is not on here anymore. So let me see if I can find it. Nope, my phone feed is gone. So yeah, so Natmore4 says, Natmore4 says, yes, please let us know how it turns out. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so stay tuned for that, and I'll show you guys exactly my findings. And after that, I'll wash it a few times to test its durability, to see if it acts like puff. Because puff, you know what happens to puff after a few washes. But yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good day. Go Eagles if you're in Philadelphia. If you're not in Philadelphia, maybe if you're a Dallas fan, I'm not even gonna say it, but yeah, good luck to your team. But we know who's gonna turn out victorious. But yeah, see you guys later. That's all I got for you. Talk to you later. Peace. Oh, AlanAwade.com if you want some DTFs. ALLANAWADE.com if you want some DTFs. Here is the link right here. It's going across the bottom. That's how you spell it. AlanAwade.com for your DTF transfers, guys. All right?